Question 44 says that a flat screen computer monitor has a diagonal of 20 inches and the ratio of the length of the screen to the width of the screen is 4:3. So we have a diagonal, let it be 20 inches. There you go. Then it says that the ratio of the width of the screen to the width of the screen, no, wait, the ratio of the length of the screen to the width of the screen is 4:3. So this is the length. This is the width. So the length to the width, the ratio is 4:3. Okay. So if we think of Pythagoras theorem, if we had a triangle that looks like this, and we can see that if this is 4 and this is 3, according to Pythagoras theorem, the diagonal of that triangle, we must have that 3 squared plus 4 squared equals d squared. So 3 squared plus 4 squared, this is 9 plus 16 equals d squared, meaning that d squared is 25. So then d would be 5, right? So it means that the ratio of the length to the width to the diagonal is 3, it's 4:3:5. Now, if the diagonal is 20, it means that 5 has been multiplied by 4 to get to 20, meaning that the width would also be 15, that is not 12, that is 3 multiplied by 4, and the length would be 16, okay? So the length is 16 and the width is 12. Now, if that's the case, that the length is 16 and the width is 12, then the perimeter would have to be 16 plus 12 perimeter multiplied by 2. This would be your perimeter. Because we usually say that the perimeter of a rectangle is given by length plus width multiplied by 2. That is the formula for perimeter formula. So this is going to be 2 multiplied by, what is 16 plus 12? 16 plus 12 is 28. I want to believe it's 28, and so 2 times 28 is 56. So the perimeter, final answer for the perimeter is going to be 56 inches. All right, so we go to the next question. So 56 inches, and that is B. Okay. Now I move on to question 44. Move on to question 44. And question 44 says that a circular pizza with a 16-inch diameter is cut into 12 equal slices. What is the area in square inches of each size? So a circular pizza with a 16-inch diameter, with a 16-inch diameter. is cut into 12 equal slices. Is cut into 12 equal slices. So what is the area of each slice? So your job is to find or compute the area of each slice. So for this pizza, all we need to do, we just need to know how to get the area of a circle. So solution, we know that the area of a circle is given by pi multiplied by r squared. And r in this case is going to be the diameter, which is 12 divided by 2, that is the radius. And this is going to be 6, right? And so the area of this circle is going to be pi multiplied by 6 squared, which is equal to 36 pi. Now, this is the area of the whole pizza, but now we are interested in a slice. Since we have 12 slices, then the area of one slice, is going to be the whole area of the whole area for the circular pizza divided by 12. And this is going to be 3 pi, because 36 divided by 12 is 3. So the whole area is going to be 3 pi. Okay. Wait. The radius was 16. The diameter was 16 inches. Sorry. So we have to. Oh no. Okay. Let's repeat this process. So the diameter was 16 inches. The diameter was not 12. I don't know where I got the 12. Okay. So the radius is going to be 16 divided by 2, which is 8. And so the area is going to be pi multiplied by 8 squared. And this is actually 64. This is actually 64 pi. 64 pi square inches for the area of the whole pizza. And so the area of one slice, for us to get the area of one slice, we take the area of the whole pizza, we divide by 12. Okay, so 64 divided by, if we simplify this by dividing by 4, 64 divided by 4 is 16, 12 divided by 4 is 3, and so our answer becomes 16 thirds pi, and this is option A. All right, so we keep going. Now we look at number 45. So let's go to number 45. Wait, I think we just did number 45. Okay. Oh, yeah. This was number 45. Let me correct it. This is 45. Okay, there you go. So we go to number 41. 46, yeah. So a square tablecloth lies on top of a circular table whose area is pi square feet. If the four corners of the tablecloth just touch the edge of the circular table, what is the area of the tablecloth in square feet? Okay, so let's think about number 46. Looks interesting. So we have a square tablecloth, and my square tablecloth looks like this. Oh, yeah. It's a square tablecloth lying on a flat top. Let me just write the question. A square tablecloth lies on the flat top. Lies flat on top of a circular table. Lies flat on top of a circular table. It lies flat on top of a circular table whose area is pi square feet. Area is pi square feet. If the four corners of the tablecloth just touch the edge of the circular table, if the four corners of the tablecloth just touch the edge table, what is the area of the tablecloth in square feet? What is the area of the tablecloth? So to answer this question, I believe we need to use a diagram perhaps. So let me start by drawing a square. So let's assume that's a square. So this is the tablecloth, and this is the table touching the edges. So the square is touching the edge of the tablecloth. So what does it mean? It means that the diagonal of this square is the diameter of the circle, right? So this is D. So that's something to note. We can note that. So we first note that the diagonal of the square is equal to the diameter of the circle. So that is something we first note, that the diagonal of this square is equal to the diameter of the circle. Now, we know that the circumference of the circle is usually equal to, the area of the circle. The area of the circle is usually given by pi r squared. Now, since the area is already pi, this means that pi is equal to pi r squared, because the area is already pi square feet. If we divide both sides by pi, then this means that r squared is 1, right? R squared is 1, and this would mean that the diameter D is going to be 2. So D is 2. Now, let's think of one part of the square as a right triangle, and these other sides of the square, let them be x. And then we can use Pythagoras theorem. Notice that x squared plus x squared equals d squared. But d is 2, meaning that x squared plus x squared equals 2 squared. X squared plus x squared is actually 2x squared, and 2 squared is 4. So if we divide by 2, we can see that x squared is going to be equal to 2, meaning that x is going to equal to the square root of 2. Okay? So let's think about how we find the area of a square, right? So the formula for finding the area of a square is actually given by a equals to one side of the square multiplied by the other side of the square, right? Which is equal to x squared. But we already saw that x squared is 2. And this is going to be the area of the tablecloth. So the area of the tablecloth is going to be 2 square feet. It's going to be 2 square feet. Now we move on to question number 50. Question number 50 reads, in 2012, a company had total revenue of $600,000 and total costs of $500,000. And then the following year, the company's revenue increased by 5%, while the total costs stayed constant. What was the percentage change in the profit from 2012 to 2013? So the first question we should ask ourselves, what was the profit in 2012? So let's first write a summary of the question. Number 50. So we have a company. It had a revenue of 600,000 in 2012. So this is 2012. This is the revenue, and then these are the costs. Then we have the profit. So this is 2012. The revenue is $600,000, and the costs amount to $500,000. So the profit is usually given by revenue minus cost. So if you look at the 600,000 minus 500,000, we get that the profit in 2012 was 100,000. Now we go to 2013. So for 2013, the revenue increased. It increased by 5%, but the total costs remained constant. So in 2013, we had the costs remaining at 500,000. But the revenue for 2013 increased by 5%, right? So we can say that 2013's revenue was equal to 105% of 2012's revenue. So the 105 is coming in because of the increase of 5%. So we can say that the revenue in 2013 is 105% of the revenue in 2012 of the revenue in 2012. And this is due to the 5% increase in revenue. So what was the revenue in 2013? We just take 105% of 600,000. This is actually 105 multiplied by the 2 zeros in the 100 and 600,000, they cancel out, and we are left with 6,000. So it's going to be 105 times 6,000. So let's calculate that. 105 times 6,000. It's actually 630,000. Now, the 630,000 is the revenue for 2013. This is the revenue for 2013, and we have calculated it by using the 5% increment in revenue that the question talked about. Now, what is the profit in 2013? Again, we are using the formula revenue minus cost to get profit. And if you do 630,000 minus 500,000, you're going to get a profit of 130,000 for 2013. Now the question is asking, what is the percentage change in the company's profit from 2012 to 2013? So the profit increased, and it increased by 30,000. So note that profit increased by 30,000 bucks. So all we need to do is convert this to a percentage. So you take the profit, the increase in profit, divided by the 2012 profit, which was 100,000, and you convert this to a percentage. And you'll agree with me that if you do the math, this is going to be 3%. And 3% is choice A. So far, so good. We go to number 52. Go to number 52. So 52 says that if 2.4, if 2.4 times 10 power 6, 2.4 times 10 power 6 divided by 3.0 times 10 to the power of negative 4, 3.0 times 10 to the power of negative 4 is equal to 8.0 times 10 to the power n. What is the value of n? So for questions like this, we usually tend to ignore the right hand part of the question. So I'm going to ignore the 8.0 times 10 power n, and then I will focus on simplifying the 2.4 times the 10 power 6. Okay. So how do we go about this? First of all, solution. I think I could write this. I could separate this and write it as 2.4 divided by 3.0 times 10 power 6 divided by 10 powered by negative 4. But now recall that we have a formula that states that if you have A to the power of a to the power of q divided by a to the power of r, then your answer will always be a to the power of q minus r. So let us think about this part. 10 to the power of 6 divided by 10 to the power of -4. This is actually 10 to the power of 6 minus -4. And 6 minus -4 is 10. So this is going to be 10 to the power of 10. Okay? And so we could write this. We could substitute. And you see this part is going to become 2.4 divided by 3.0 times 10 to the power of 10 times 10 to the power of 10. Okay, let's simplify matters now. We can divide. We can simplify the 2.4 divided by 3.0. We can do so by dividing by 0.6. If you divide by 0.6, you will get, or we divide by 3. Let's divide by 3, by 0.3. 2.4 divided by 0.3 is actually 8. And then 3.0 divided by 3 is actually 1. So the 2.4 over 3.0 is 8 over 1 multiplied by 10 over 10, right? Which is 8 times 10 to the power of 10, okay? And so the n that we were interested in, we just found it. It's there. It's the 10. And so our answer is going to be n equals 10, which is choice A. It's going to be choice A. Okay, next question. After 52, we go to 53. 53 says that the regular price of a pair of jeans was 50 bucks. The regular price was discounted by X% during a sale, and the discounted price was 30. So what is the value of X? So regular price, this is question number 53. Regular price, 50 bucks. Discounted price, 30 bucks. Okay. So what is the discount? Discount. 50 minus 30. This is 20 bucks is the discount. So what we need to do is express this 20 bucks as a fraction of 50. That's what we need to do. We take the discount, which is 20 bucks. We express it as a fraction of 50, and we convert this to a percentage. And this will actually be a 40% discount. That was a huge discount. So it's a 40% discount. And so our answer is C, 40% discount. Okay, now we are done with 53. Now we move on to 55. A glass bowl was manufactured at a cost of $100. The glass bowl was priced 30% above the manufacturing cost. After 1 month, the price was discounted 25%. What was the discounted price? So we have the cost of manufacturing the ball. Number 55. We have a cost of manufacturing the glass ball. This is $100. And then after they manufactured the glass ball, they priced it 30% above the manufacturing cost. So price was 30% above the manufacturing cost. So we can say that the ball is then priced at 30% above the manufacturing cost. So what is 30% of 100? This is actually $30. So it means for the new price of the ball, let me not call it the new price because we're going to do something to it later. So we can say that ball is priced at, it's $30 above the, it's $30 above the manufacturing cost. So the ball is priced at $130. But then something else happens. After 1 month, the price is discounted by 25%. So discount. So they take 25% of the 130 and they give it to their customers as a discount. So let's do 25% of 130. Meaning that they give a discount of 32.5 bucks. And so the final selling price, the 130 bucks, but they have insisted on giving a discount of 32.5 bucks. And so the final selling price becomes 130 minus the 32.5. And so the ball ends up being sold for $97.50. And I think that was a loss. It ends up being sold for $97.50. Then we go with A as our answer. So I believe that's all the questions that you wanted me to do. Yeah, so in case you have any questions, you can just send me an email and I will address them. Okay, so that's it. And this is a good stopping point.